One day, I felt the need to check into the psych ward. They handed me government issue pajamas. Not pajamas so much as a backless flag of surrender. It's like an Airbnb with a dress code. Business casual up front, moon landing in the back. They say one size fits all. Uh, no, it doesn't. It's one size fits humiliating. You tie it, you double tie it, you make a Celtic knot. Still, a drafty TED Talk for your butt. Me, do you have anything with a back? The nurse said, we have a second gown. Yes, the hospital cardigan. Two capes of sadness. I look like a wizard whose only magic trick was flashing furniture. Uh, Psych wards, they're boring by design. Low stimulus, high safety, zero dignity. Activities, sit, breathe, think about sitting. Meals on plastic trays, like in prison, if they hired a wedding planner named Beige. Ugh, there is the pajama hierarchy. Backless flag, boom and gloom, two gown trench, fast and forward hostage. Number three, sweatpants. That's parole with pockets. Pockets are mental health. You can keep your chapstick, your pride, and a secret granola bar for that 3 a.m. apocalypse. You meet the realest people in the psych ward, though. Forget movie monsters. It's just folks like us trying to keep all the wheels on. There was old biker Mike, wheelchair, tattoos like a road map, a voice like gravel in a blender. He told me one day I was a bad one. And I said, yeah, I got biker uncles. I know the code. So we talked about the roads, the women, the weather, and how he'd roll by and ask me, how you holding up, kid? And I'd tell him, give me 10 days, 10 minutes or 10 days, and I'll get over almost anything. I proved that to John, too. Funny old cowboy he was. He's probably still flirting with despair. There was an elder woman there. She was deaf, tiny like a bird, but her grief was very strong. The first morning I asked her if I could braid her hair, and every day after that she let me. Didn't need words. She could see I was starting to come back to my body. One braid, one breath at a time. A few days earlier, I had been talking to the archangels about protection. By the end of the week, I was talking to Mike about motorcycles and braiding a stranger's hair. Turns out, grounding doesn't come from heaven. Sometimes it's just someone letting you know that you can brush their hair in the morning light. Now, don't get me wrong, I've known a lot of men of honor. Some had medals, some had vests with patches, and some just had really loud opinions. I found out the hard way that some folks who talk about honor the most are the first to leave you with a hole in your chest and a bigger one in your wallet. Mike had his code. My uncles had theirs. They'd quote Brotherhood and blood like scriptures. But honor is not a patch or a promise. It's whether you show up. And half the time, he didn't. My pop left home when he was young, rode horses, played his guitar. My Uncle Dale, my youngest daughter is named after him, ran away on his bike in the early 60s. Freedom looked good in the rearview mirror. I was 5 years old when my Uncle Eric held me all the way to the ice cream store on the back of his bike. Oh, so nice. Wind in my hair. It's 50 years ago, right? Oh, I didn't. I didn't know that was just practice. About learning how to hold on to family when most everybody wouldn't stay. So yeah, I knew the code, and that's why I could see right through the parts that are just noise. Day 10. John came to get me. Official rules said I couldn't come to town for 30 days. The local elder showed up and explained that it was because of Indian medicine. When the hospital called me 2 weeks later, they were begging me to come back to the hospital. Old Mike was in full biker mad mode and scaring half the nurses. Uh, so I pulled out my leather and John rode me up there. Just as I walked in, he was cussing the nurse. All she was doing was trying to give him some oxygen. I hollered in my best mom voice, Mike! The whole ICU froze. I stayed there for a few hours, making sure he was nice to those nurses. When he got out, he brought his dad to meet me. He told him her grandfather was in the Scottish regiment, same as you. 2 generations of tough old men, two surviving together, one old biker in a wheelchair. And me, with pockets, everybody finally with their backs covered. I did sign in voluntarily, which is Latin for you can leave when we say you leave. I said, I'd like to go now. They said, keep, circle your feelings and we'll revisit that in group tomorrow. My feeling? Fabric with a bag. The nurse's station, it's glass. It's SeaWorld for the emotionally spicy. You're a goldfish doing lats in unlimited edition flannel. On a scale from 1 to 10, how suicidal? Depends. Do the pajamas come in black? Eh, Nobody there wanted to hurt me. It's dignity on a budget. And sometimes when you need to lock the door, it's so your brain can cool off while your backside negotiates a hospital policy. I wasn't promised a rose garden. I got rose and thorns, but I slept. I took my meds, and I found the door again. And when I walked out in real jeans with real pockets and said to this guy, "Welcome back. Nice to see you." Eh, if they really wanted early discharge compliance, they should just put a pair of jeans behind bulletproof glass. Take your meds, attend your groups, and we'll unlock your denim. I would have recovered in 3 days. Psych wards aren't prisons. They're the pause button. Sometimes the bravest thing isn't leaving, it's staying. It's braiding a stranger's hair and yelling at a mad biker who's learning to live by his honors from the chair. As I was walking out home, my pockets full of chapstick, pride, and peace, I was going home. Go in awareness today. Go in watchfulness. And may all your gowns have backs. I'm Lord Briggs, and that's my time.